Tell me about it. Anyway. Hi everybody, it's Robinflying Crochet. Sorry I haven't been here to record in a while. I have been sick and slowly recovering from that. I am doing a little bit better. Just haven't had the energy. So thought about it, just haven't done it. So now I'm starting to try and get back onto focus. You may hear some background noise. I'm in the living room and it's quite early for me to be filming in the living room. But my husband offered to make a pot of coffee and I took him up on it. So if you hear the perking, you know why now. I'm also trying out a new light. I know when my glasses are down, you can see the light in my glasses. It doesn't look like it's up there when it's up my head. The good thing is nothing. Oh, if I'm going to talk about my movie, I do have to report some things because it's written down. I hope. I don't even know if I'm ready to record for my movie. It was just things that I want to show. I want to show on my movie video before I actually do my recording video. So let me check that out. Did I write about this movie? I have no idea. Yes, the best laid plans of mice and men. Let's see. Do I write about my R movie? J. Q. Wrote about Q. R. No, I did not write up anything about my R movie. Okay, so I'm going blind into this. My movie's called is Rent. That's what I watched. I absolutely love this movie. It is a movie that is not for everybody. There's going to be some people who do not like this. I don't care if you criticize it, but please be respectful when you criticize it. It's a hard movie for some people to deal with. It centers around 7 people. One, I'll go with 2. There is a transgender male who is mixed with a male, so it's a homosexual male. There are 2 women lesbians, and one is a bisexual woman, and there's 2 heterosexual, or there's a man and a woman that are that get into a relationship, and then there is a man that was involved with a bisexual woman. So there are 7 people. So this is definitely a movie not for everybody. As a Christian woman, it is not for me to judge people. I'm supposed to love the sinner and hate the sin. But this was a movie that came out, and I don't remember the time it came out because, of course, I didn't write it down. Didn't look it up because I thought I had all the information. But anyway, this was a movie that was filmed at a time that AIDS was hard to talk about. And this allowed AIDS to be talked about in a respectful, musical way that was able to bring it to the forefront of what people go through living with AIDS. Not how they got it, but just living with AIDS after they've gotten it, however it came about, because it does talk about different ways that one of the couples did get AIDS, or one of the members in the group did get AIDS. Does talk about that. You can assume from some of the other activities of how they became, not everybody, how they got AIDS. Not everybody in the group does have AIDS, but it does talk about how dangerous and how you can get AIDS. So that was one of the things about it. But it was actually written by, if I remember correctly, I've actually written an English paper on this and got an A and had the English teacher come back and say, this was such a written out paper that I'm actually going to use this movie for my class. So I have really done some writing on this paper, on this movie, and some thought on this movie. It has really touched me because it was a way to peacefully learn about stuff. The music in it is great. Of course, I go for musicals. The music in it is great. It's really heartfelt music. There are some parts I will tell you point blank I don't understand, but they're interesting. There are some parts that I'm right there and I'm listening and I'm full for it. Part of it, just in awe of watching. But this is a different movie for most people. Most people will not like this movie, but you have to go in it with an understanding that you're just going in to look. I will tell you, I have seen Brokeback Mountain because it was an assigned task that I had to watch for a position. I was doing something else for a job, and it was one of the movies that came across that I was watching, And totally different atmosphere, totally different. I found Brokeback Mountain too much, but Rent I can actually deal with because I'm not seeing anything. It's there, you know about it, move on. So that's what I do. My next movie is the letter S, and I hope to get that out within the next week. Probably get on to T. I have no idea what I'm doing for T. I have several different movies that I'm looking at S. I cannot really pick so far. I love Seven Brides for Seven Brothers. My son gave me that DVD for Christmas several years ago. He made his grandmother drive all over Richmond, Virginia, looking for a store that had Seven Brides for Seven Brothers. I love that movie. I have Straight Talk with Dolly Parton. Okay, it's Dolly Parton. Need I say more? I shouldn't have to. If y'all been watching, y'all shouldn't have to. Y'all know it's got Dolly Parton, and I'm going to listen to that one. And then I had another S one. Steel Magnolia. You know, again, it's Dolly Parton, and I love it, and I don't mind watching it. So, I don't know which one of those three I'm going to watch. I guess it'll be a surprise when I actually post my S movie. But anyway, I worked on some things while watching this movie, and I would have to say I probably watched more of the movie than actually working on this, but I did actually work on two different projects. So my first one, and I have not shown this one yet to anyone. I still tucking my ends, but it's been done since the beginning of October. I did the half circle crochet that Happy Crafty Homemaker made. She did a tutorial for, told you how to do it, and I did it. I did it. I finished it. I was working on it for myself. I think I'm going to keep it. This kind of goes in the spirit of Rent with the colors it has, and when I picked it up, it was because I wanted the colors. Not that I was trying to prove anything, not that I was trying to do anything, not that I was trying to say anything. I just liked the yarn, so I wanted to do it. I picked it up. I would do this project again, no questions, because it's so simple. Would I do it in a 3-weight yarn? Absolutely not, because that's what this is. I don't have anything close to me to signify what I used, but I would not use this yarn again to do this. It seemed like after a while it was taking forever to do, and that's one of the things that I really didn't want to get into. I didn't want anything that was taking me forever to make. Unfortunately, that's what I picked up. So, I also worked on this one and finished this up. And this is not showing true to color. This is actually pink. And I made this as a baby blanket. It is a small baby blanket. I wish it wasn't so small. I don't know why this is not completely flat. It should be. I have no idea why it's not. I don't think I made a mistake in there, but it just doesn't want to lay flat until you like pull it out some, and then you have to like readjust it and pull it and spread it. Anyway, I made it. It's got to be bagged up and delivered, but here it is. And it was some type of mandala, but I couldn't. I know this was definitely a mandala, just a regular 3-weight mandala. I think it's called Thunderclaw. This, I don't know what it was because I had it in my list of things to hold on to, and my bands for the month of October, and the puppy kept getting a hold of my yarn and dragging it off my cart and ripping the papers off the yarn. So I don't know if I even have a paper on the last one. So I gotta look and see what it is. But I don't even, this I completely used. This I left with a small little ball that big, and it's more oval than round. So it's not that much. So that is what I worked on. So I don't know what I'll be working on when I do my S movie. I don't know what S movie I'll be doing. But hey, when I get there, you shall know. Until next time, bye guys.